I I started to make 2 videos, and I noticed myself trying to make the videos. I just made it. I got about 2 minutes in, and then was like, each one of them, it's just like, that's not me. I know it's not me when I'm trying. Whenever I'm trying to get a result based on what the small me can see and thinks would be a good result. Anytime I'm trying to get any result at all, I am enslaved to that result. Now people get confused. They go, well, shouldn't I set goals? That's a result. Try this. And my friend Glenn Morshower said this. Switching it from I have a goal to I have an intention. There's a huge difference, right? A goal is I'm not happy unless I get here, unless I weigh this weight, unless I have this amount of money, unless I get this job. I'm not happy. And what that does when you have a goal, if you're saying I'm not happy till I have that, you are on your way there, but totally still not happy because you don't have the thing that you decided that when that happens, you'll be happy. That's a goal. So it's harder to achieve a goal because on the way there, you're not in the highest joy because you don't have the thing yet. So it's fun to work towards. It's fun to go, man, could you imagine if I made that money, if I had that thing? An external goal is just what you can see from the small you, right? So if you're a person who's just like, who I am is this, and you have a goal, and you go, this is the goal, this is what I have to do. Okay, that's what your mind came up with. A goal is something your mind comes up with. An intention is something your body comes up with. And the best intention is something that'll put you more into your heart and take you out of your head. So the only intention, or if you want to call it goal, should be, is to move you out of a space of do and into a space of be. Because the second you go, what do I do? You're implying something's wrong and you need to do something to fix it. And this is what everyone does. They go, how do I get there? Where? You're there, right? And the goal, if there's any, should be to allow yourself more and more and more to just be there. And that's your intention. Your intention is to connect more to you. Your intention is to this thing. One enslaves you, and you go, then I'll be happy. And it might actually still pull you. If you're in a victim mentality, a goal is actually a step up. But if you've made some goals and you've achieved some things, you might go through that a little bit longer and then realize, okay, I've gotten these things and I'm not still all the way in my happiness. So I'm also talking to those people who have also achieved something and have trained themselves that, okay, I'm still not quite fulfilled. There's something more. And as my friend Glenn Morshower had taught me and said, switch from a goal to an intention. Because an intention is an open-ended result. And that's a whole different thing, right? A goal says, not happy unless I have this. An intention says, I'm heading in this direction. But any result, and many results will change and they'll keep going. Think of that too. When you hit a goal, you got the goal, you're done. Your journey's done. And a goal is much more about the destination. And intention is the journey, right? So you could start your intention right now. You could say, I'm going to just bring more health into my life. I'm going to connect to myself more. I'm going to meditate more. I'm going to create a little bit daily. See, that's not a goal where you don't have to go, the book is done by 1 month from now. I'm just going to create. And the only goals I find that I want to do is an intention, is an open-ended thing, is a thing that I don't quite know what the results will be. I'm just open to millions of results. So sometimes you have a kind of goal intention combo, like when we do our Evolving Out Loud events. Obviously, I have to book the theater and I have to, schedule times we go do the events, but it's always an intention because I don't know all the specific things that I'm going to say or who I'm going to talk to in the audience or all the fun things that are going to happen. My intention is to play. My intention is to have fun. My intention is to stay open. These are my intentions. And you don't have to have this very big, long, specific goal sheet. If you create this giant, my goals for this year, you might do better than if you were in a victim mentality. But you're also enslaved to that. And you can actually create a situation where you feel worse because you now create that you have to do this thing to be happy. And if you don't do it, you're not going to be happy. So if you switch that to an intention, my intention is to show up at this time and play. My intention is to start writing for 2 hours and be okay with anything. If you said I'm going to write for 2 hours about this, then major stuff can't come through. So you don't get to meet more of who you are. You just stay the same as the person who made the goal at the very beginning. So if I'm going to go write a book and it's going to be about this and this and this and this, then I spend 2 hours creating what I already had thought of and I don't get to expand. But if I say I'm going to write a book and I just start writing, and anything that comes up I train myself to write down and go with, all of a sudden I'm the creator and I'm the space that the creation's coming through. But if I go, it has to be this way, then I think who I am is the content. And you're not the apple, you're the apple tree. And if you realize you're the apple tree, you can create and create and create. So instead of a goal, go to an intention and allow yourself to say, I'm going to show up at this time and be wide open to what wants to come through. That's a whole different world. And when you do that, you end up meeting yourself more. And the only true outcome that we want is for you to get closer and closer to who you are, which is something you can't see from the limited space. So your job, or my job, not your job, you do what you want. My job is to create an intention and start playing. And when I do that, I can get so much more done because I'm not enslaved to it has to be this way. I say it can be any way. So I create the intention to make a video each day or every other day. Or I create the intention to show up and, we do our flow groups. I'm about to do a flow group this week. And I can create the intention to do that. But if I go, I know it's got to be this, I won't grow at all and I'll be exhausted by the end of the day. But if I go, I'm going to show up and stay in the room and we're all going to co-create, the fastest change in the world happens because you meet more of who you are. So that's my goal. It's to be in my intention. And if you make your intention to connect to yourself more with an open-ended possibility, you'll be free.